You know, interest rates have been out of control. In today's video, I'm going to cover a way where you can buy a house for sometimes under 3% interest rates. Save yourself a whole bunch of money. And this one really goes out to my veterans, but it does go out to some other folks too. Hi, my name is Eric Hudson. I'm a real estate agent here in the Las Vegas area, and everyday great folks like you want to reach out to me, and they do by calling, texting, and emailing. All of my information is in the info tab. Go there, get whatever you want, and if you want to, you can get on my calendar for about 15 minutes. There's a calendar link down below in the description of this video. Okay, all of you know that interest rates are nuts. We have interest rates that have gone over 7% now. This costs up to $1,000 per month extra. I don't know, who in the world has that kind of money? Well, there's a way you may be able to extract and get that 2.25% that somebody got at the bottom of the market. And what it is a loan assumption. Well, in particular, VA loans are assumable loans. So you can assume that loan and that interest rate. Think about how much money you could save. So let's say a veteran was able to purchase a house just 2 years ago and get that 2.25, 2.75 interest rate. You can get that interest rate yourself. And on the other end, if you're a veteran and you have a VA loan, it's assumable. All you have to do is just let people know that you're willing to have it assumed. Now, you have two choices on that. You can have someone who's not a veteran, they can assume the loan, but you will lose most, if not all, of your VA benefits to buy a house again. Now, let's look into this. The housing market is tough. Houses are sitting on the market much longer than they have in over a decade. And the buyers, they're not willing to pay top dollar. But what if you can get top dollar? Well, if you have a low interest rate, I'd say anything under 3.5%, there's a lot of people who will pay you for that. Think about that. You have a house, you want to sell it for 500. Your neighbors, yeah, back in the day were selling it above, but now they're selling for less. You can still get your full 500 because there is built-in value there. The reason the buyers are starting to lowball everyone is because they don't have the money. If you have to pay an extra $1,000 a month, where are they going to come up with this money from? Well, here you go. This is your easiest way to get that house sold. Of course, somebody's going to come along and try to lowball you. Don't worry about them. The next person is going to give you full value, if not more, to save that $1,000 a month. For you buyers, all you have to do is have your agent do a little bit of research, find houses that meet your criteria that are for sale, where the owner has a VA loan. And a lot of times, a lot of states are open records. You know what interest rate they're paying. So you find the interest rate that you want in the area that you want, that is a VA loan. You may have to make a couple of sacrifices or compromises, but wouldn't you rather save $1,000 a month? I'll let you answer that. So this is a great product for you to get into, is to assume that loan. If you have a VA loan, having someone assume it, you're gravy. Now, for the seller, if the person who assumes the loan is eligible for VA loans, guess what? You get all of your benefits back. So then you can go ahead and purchase another house someplace else and pay that 7%, but at the very least, you're able to do a full purchase on the VA loan and not have a down payment. So these are some of the techniques you have to start looking at in the market that we're in. Right now in my market, which is Las Vegas, we now have 4 times as many homes on the market as we had prior to the little turnaround or correction that we had. And as far as the number of buyers, we have about 60% of the buyers that we had before. On top of that, all of the houses that do go into contract, about 23% of them will drop out of contract. Well, there's not going to be too many people who are going to drop your house out of contract if you are the seller who's offering up something like this. So it's one of the things to consider. Bring it up with your real estate agent. It's like, hey, I'm willing to do an assumable loan because I have 2.75%. And then make sure that they let everyone know that it has to be a veteran if you want your benefit back. If you don't care and you're going to clear a bunch of money, like let's say you're going to clear, 150, $200,000. You may not need it anyway because you can go and take that money, put it down on the next house, have all of your closing costs, but yet you can probably get someone to pay those closing costs now because it's the norm. It's the new norm. And then you actually still have money to put away. And here's the secret that gets really cool. You have a much lower payment because you put 20% down. So there are a lot of loan options out there for you as a veteran or military. And this is a nice little secret. Some of your lenders aren't going to tell you this because, I don't know, same reason most veterans actually don't have VA loans. That's a shocking thing. Most veterans do not have a VA loan. They have conventional and FHA. It's because the lenders don't know how to handle it. So get with the lender that knows how to handle it. If you're a buyer and if you're a seller, just call your lender up, the one who's processing your loan, and just say, hey, I'm thinking about a loan assumption. What are my steps? Let's go ahead and go through this. Offer that out. I guarantee you're going to get that house sold. And again, if you want any more information, my info is in the info tab. Call, text, or email. Get on my calendar about 15 minutes. And if you believe you have received a little bit of information today and it's useful, go ahead and do me that favor. Hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and leave a comment. Thanks a lot.